So, pretty straightforward then.
Mm.
So, who are you?
Who am I?
Who are you? What's your name?
My name is Zainab, Turkie.
Turkie.
Nickname zAAz.
Alright, zAAz. Where are you from?
I'm from Sweden, originally from Lebanon.
From Lebanon.
Yeah.
Were you just born in Lebanon and then you moved to Sweden? Or?
No, I was born in Sweden.
You were born in Sweden?
Yeah.
Where did you grow up in Sweden then?
I grew up in Malmö. I was born in Malmö.
Mm-hmm. And throughout your whole, well, I guess I could say your whole life, right? Your whole life you spent it in Malmö?
Yeah.
Or have you traveled at all? Moved around anywhere?
No, never.
No?
Yeah.
So, like, what was it like growing up in Malmö then? Like, how big is your family as well?
It was fine.
Yeah?
I mean, now I'm a bit tired of it because
Is it small?
it's too small. Everyone knows each other and you see the same faces every day.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's just like, okay.
I'm thinking actually of moving to Stockholm, but
You want to come to
yeah,
Stockholm?
not yet because I have my work in Malmö, so it's not that easy.
What do you do for work?
I work in a travel agency with my brother.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have like our own company.
Mm-hmm. So it's a family business?
Yeah.
And do you help, well, that's the thing actually. So you're planning people's trips.
Yeah.
Do you get to go on trips often yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Always.
It's just part of the gig?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So where have you been in the world then?
Actually, I have been almost all over the world, but that's mostly because of my gaming.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing a lot of shootouts,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't even count them because it's gonna be too much.
It's like too many times.
Yeah.
Now. So you've been to like Asia, Japan?
Yeah, America, Vietnam,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, all over.
South America?
Yeah.
You've seen it all.
Mm.
You're like the globetrotter.
Almost, not all, but almost.
Yeah, I feel like now it's going to be like you have this list and you've scratched them all off and now it's just like Iceland and
No, not
like
Iceland.
Greenland.
No.
Antarctica.
But you never know.
Yeah, hey,
You never know.
maybe I would shoot out a
But
bow.
I like to travel. It's like the best thing I know.
So have you
actually.
always worked with your family then? Is this like is this a
Yeah,
business
always.
that's always been there?
Yeah.
So you like
It's
running a
much
business?
easier too because I'm playing, and my family understand that.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I can take off from work when I want.
Mm-hmm.
Like now, I took off 2 weeks. But yeah, I told my brother that he can take off so I can work alone because I'm gonna take off 2 weeks, It's much easier. I don't think it would be like that easy to work for someone else and they will understand it, So, yeah.
So it makes basically what you do a lot easier. Like how much of your time is it taking up to be, a pro CS player?
I mean, I'm waking up every day at 8,
Mm-hmm.
starting working at 10, coming home at 6, start playing at 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm practicing for an event, I have no social life. I mean, everything goes for working and gaming, nothing more than that. So basically, it takes a lot of time.
So you feel like like how long have you had this rhythm now? Like how long have you been living this life?
I have been playing, I'm 23 years old today. I've been playing since I was 11,
Mm-hmm.
competing since when I was 14 or 15. So it has been going on for a long
So
time.
you'd say you just grew up playing CS? Like
Yeah.
when did you find out you wanted to play CS? Or when did you like start playing games, period?
I just played randomly, public servers. I think I was 13 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and I was playing in a public server, and it was a girl
All right.
who asked me. She was already playing in a team, and she asked me if I wanted to try out. So I did, and I was 13 years old. My first team. I had no brain. I just had aim. That's it. But I couldn't travel. My dad was really strict. I was really young, and he wanted me to concentrate on my school. And yeah, I couldn't play in a team because I had to focus on my school.
So when did your dad then become cool with you, devoting all your time to CS?
Actually,
for
it
example?
didn't because I screw up my school because I really like playing,
Mm-hmm.
and I started traveling when I was 15 years old, just to play shootouts, you know.
Mhm.
First time I was playing ESWC qualifier, I was 15 years old, and we won that actually. And then I couldn't go to Paris because my sister got married and blah blah blah. So I had to go to Lebanon to be there, you know. But when I was 17 years old, I think,
Mhm.
he was like, I don't care anymore. Do whatever.
Like, give it.
But
gave up
he
the fight.
really hated it.
So he was not cool. How about your mom?
My mom, she was like, whatever. Do whatever you like. If you like it, just do it.
Mm-hmm.
But my daddy was like, just focus on your school, blah, 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 blah. You can't screw it up. You have to fix it before you do anything, and then you can do whatever. But I didn't listen.
Do you feel like that was the right choice? Like where you are now? Do you feel like that was the right choice? You know, just focusing
Right
on
now,
that?
I have it. Actually, it's good for me right now in my life. I mean, I'm working, and we have our own company, and I'm playing
Mm-hmm.
like I want. But I could have go to school in one more year. I mean, it was only one more year left. But I regret it, yeah.
About going forward, I mean, that's the thing though. There's still, like, it's not like there's not enough time. Do you feel like, yeah, okay, in the future, I was going to finish it up at some point, or you just like
No.
you close your chapter on that and that's it?
No, I just not gonna finish it.
So you've been,
Right now, I
that's-
just feel for it. Like I'm not gonna finish it because I have my own life now. I'm working. It's going good.
Mhm. Well, that's the thing then. So
Yeah.
I mean, like, how do you feel right now, like, about the pro CS scene and like the scene that you're now in? Because you've just been, you know, you guys just got invited into Frag Fight. You
Yeah.
just had like a big competitive match versus two of the top teams right now.
Yeah.
Or at least, you know, Titan. Mouse Sports is, yeah. But like, you know, you just played against two of the top competing teams. You
Yeah.
know, do you feel like things are looking up? Like this is now something big that's happening?
We were looking really forward to it. And the thing is that we have never played against such a teams before, you know, and we were expecting that, like them rushing us, like on Dust 2,
Mm-hmm.
and we couldn't do a shit. We just played our own game, you know, and then on Mirage it was a bit easier because you can't rush like on Dust 2,
Mm-hmm.
but hopefully in the future, I really want to compete against guys, but they just have to give us a chance to practice against them. That's the way you get better.
Well, that leads into
As a
another
team.
question. That's the thing. It's like, are you able to practice versus them, or do you just simply practice against girl teams? Are you able to play against any team you want? Like, what does like your practice day look like right now?
I mean, we always practice against guys,
Mhm.
you know, but not the top teams guys, you know. But I mean, we also practice against girls, but that's like just to see how they are playing because we are competing against them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to know your enemy. But against guys, I mean, we just need a chance, you know. That's it. But I think so. I think we can, if we give it a lot of time, we can maybe make it. I'm not gonna say we will, but we can maybe.
Well,
do
that's
it.
another thing. You know, do you feel like right now you're up there on a pedestal? Do you see yourself as an example for other female gamers out there? You know, let alone the rest of the gamers.
I think so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like that influences, you know, how you go about playing the game and how you approach what you do?
Yes.
In what way?
I mean, most of the teams of female gamers thinks that we are like their biggest enemy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, you've dominated for like a year now,
yeah.
so
Um,
I guess that, you know,
I really
kinda
don't
makes a
know
little
how
bit of
to
sense.
answer that question.
Well, you know, it's just like, do you feel like there's any more pressure on your shoulders, for example, because you know you're getting the attention now. You know, BMG, you've sat at the top of the female scene, and
Yeah.
now you're starting to crack into, you know, getting invites into major tournaments. Do you feel like that adds to anything?
I mean, when we were invited to Fragment Masters, and it was like 2 days left
Mhm.
until we're gonna play, we felt a bit pressure, yeah, because everyone was like, "Shit, BMG is gonna play now, and we hope that they're gonna take our win or take a lot of rounds, you know, blah blah blah, because they are the best female team." But it's not that easy. I mean, everyone can write and say whatever, but is still not that easy. I
Like,
mean,
what was your mentality going into that first game then versus Titan, right? The Dust
I
2
mean,
game.
everyone was nervous, of course, because we felt a lot of pressure on us. But still, I'm not gonna blame it on that. I don't know.
Well, okay, going forward then, what have you learned from that? Because you've played.
We learned from that, yeah.
You
of
played a
course.
best of 1 and 2 best of 3s.
Yeah.
Like, coming out of that, does that really show you, like, do you feel more confident now coming out of that? Like, okay.
Yeah, really. But still, we learned from it. But at the same time, they were just rushing. You know, how can you learn from that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they would never play that against a male team.
Yeah.
If they were playing against us as they do against male teams, we would learn more.
Mm-hmm.
Because to see how they are holding, how they are holding, how they're flashing, when you can get the flash, when you can time it, you know, stuff like that. Those small details. Those small details, we can learn a lot from them.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't see it.
Do you feel like
I
you know,
didn't see it. I don't know.
No, I know, and
You know what I
Anders
mean,
and I
right?
had this discussion actually
Yeah.
after the game, where it's like, do you have to earn that information? You know, do you have to make them respect you basically?
Yeah.
Before they'll actually start to take you seriously?
Yeah.
Because it feels like on Dust 2, right?
Yeah.
All right, Dust 2, they played their way, and the second time you played them on Dust 2, already it looked like you were starting to make some adjustments to your game.
Yeah.
But then Mirage came around,
Yeah.
and Mirage felt like, okay, like this feels a lot better here for BMG.
Exactly,
Like, feels like
that's
things
what I
are going
feel.
a bit more their way.
Yeah.
I mean, like Mirage really felt like you guys actually took the fight to them.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same? Like, do you feel like, okay, you know, Mirage was like a good example to put out there, like this is what
Yeah.
we're capable of?
Yeah.
Now going forward, that's the thing.
But on Dust 2,
Mhm.
it's such a random map. I mean, you can rush easily, whatever
Yeah.
you want. You know, you can do it, for example, on Mirage or on Nuke or Inferno. It's the same. You
Mhm.
can't. On Mirage, it's more like you have to do something.
Yeah.
You know, you have to stand in your own position and.
Do you get to practice? That's the thing now. Do you get to practice versus these guys now, or like has
Not
anything
versus-
changed since these maps?
No, actually not. I mean, we're just playing. Right now, we actually got invited to a group in Facebook where you can find a good enemies
Mhm.
against guys only. So we are practicing against them, like random guys, you know.
Mm.
But I mean, like Titan team or NIP or those other teams, I think they think that it's a waste of time to like play against girls because we're just gonna win anyway. I
Mhm.
mean, they would prefer to play against Virtus Pro instead of Bad Monkey Gaming. I think.
Yeah.
I think so.
Do
I'm
you-
just honest, you know.
Like no, but that's the thing. Like, how long do you think now, if you're able to start practicing against, maybe not, you know, like NIP or Titan, right? Because that is still like upper crust, right? Basically the best.
Yeah.
Like, how long do you think you need with this new practice, with this ability to start practicing with maybe the mid-tier teams,
Mm.
to start having like a big impact, or at least, you know, start taking some rounds, maybe a map?
I really don't know. I mean, it takes a lot of time.
Mm.
It takes a lot of your time, and since people in my team, they are working and they're going to school,
Mm-hmm.
it's not the same. I mean, you can't wake up, play some deathmatch, you know, and warm up and do some stuff in your own server, smokes, splashes, and do some good tactics, whatever. Professional teams like Virtus Pro and NIP, they can be able to do that. We can't,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it's a bit hard to actually put a lot of time on CS when you're working and you have your own life too, you know. So it's gonna be hard, but I mean, it's gonna take much more longer to do that.
And has now playing in like Fragmite Masters, has this changed your opinion of the other tournaments you're participating in? You know, like the female tournaments, ESWC. Do you still see those tournaments the same way?
No, of course not. I mean, ESWC and Fragment Masters is a big different. It's you can't even explain it.
Mm-hmm. So do you feel changed now that you've played Fragmite Masters?
How do you mean with change?
Changes in like, okay, now all of a sudden we've seen or we've played now versus this. Do we want to just focus on playing this, or do we want to go back?
Right now, we're just focusing on ESWC, of course,
Mm.
because that's.
Do you feel threatened at all going into SWC? I mean, as like the best team, right? You know, you're like the team to beat.
No,
Does that bother you at all?
no. I mean, I respect everyone, you know.
Mm.
I respect all of the female gamers that is going to zAAz, but I don't respect them in game. That's the way I play best.
Do you feel like you're maybe like the Titan, kind of running around doing whatever you want when you play against those teams?
I mean, not running around like that, but
Like talk that, you gotta talk that smack a little bit here, you know? And just be like,
it's just funny now. But not running around. I mean, I could run around sometimes, yes, to be honest, but not all the time.
So
Julia would freak out.
Yeah, I'm wondering, you know, but also like, you know, is there that?
I would like to, because I'm that kind of player, you know. I'm always aggressive. I like to be aggressive. That's the way I play best.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just stand in a position for like 10 fucking minutes or whatever, and just stand there and hold. I can't.
Do you feel happy? I mean, that's the thing right now. Do you feel happy with the team, how everything is going
Yeah,
with the team?
yeah.
You feel everybody clicks together
We
well?
feel prepared.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what's the next step for you guys after ESWC then? Because that's the next tournament.
After ESWC, we just want to like have 2 weeks off.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, we just gonna keep on practicing all of our mistakes on every map and so on, and just like, yeah, play much better and play more against guys, you know. So yeah.
And I was curious, have you set yourselves any goals for 2015, for the next year, or have you not thought that far ahead?
No, not yet. We haven't thought about it. I mean, we just want to play, you know, become better. That's
Mhm.
it. That's our plans.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
Now, you know, before we close, there was something else that came up recently. I mean, you had your Facebook post, right, where you were talking a bit about, you know, girl streamers and
Yeah.
the effect perhaps that it's having on the girl gamer image. You know.
Yeah.
How do you feel about like the female scene compared to the male scene right now, and a lot of the flack that the girls get, you know, on the forums and the pages? Do you feel like a lot of it is justified? Do you feel like these girls are giving you a bad image, or do you feel like it's just something that shouldn't be paid attention to?
I mean, yeah, sometimes they are giving us bad damage. I mean, you can see all over Twitch, for example, girls streams like they're not quite good on the game, and that's my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, they're not good, and they're sitting there just to get their own donations. Just they're doing whatever, you know. But my opinion is like, I mean, every guys that is watching them thinks that every girls are the same. Attention whores, sorry for the word. Attention whores, and sitting there just to get donations, and they're not even good on the game. And they're thinking, I think that they're thinking like that in every girls, you know?
Mm-hmm. So do you see what you're doing now with the female CS team? You know, do you feel like that's putting that image out there? Like, this is what you're going to do to try and change that?
Yeah.
Or have you thought about
I hope
taking a
so.
more direct approach in the sense that, you know,
No,
like,
I
okay,
hope
I'm
so.
going to go on a witch hunt?
I mean, I just want to say that, like with that post on Facebook, I just wanted to say that there is, I mean, we're not all the same, you know?
Mm.
Like, yeah, I don't know how to explain it.
No, but like, has it gotten any better because it feels like, you know, a year ago, right? Girls were getting a hell of a lot of flack. You know, no matter what you did, it felt like you guys were just getting, you know, destroyed on all the forums and everything, right? You took a lot of flack. Do you feel like that's changed at all over the past year with CS:GO and how things have evolved?
I think it's changed a bit. I don't know why, but it feels like that.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's just positive. It's feeling more positive.
Yeah, it's feeling more positive.
And playing in Frag
I mean,
did you notice anything as well? Like, or, you know, has there been anything that changed there as well?
I mean, it's always gonna be haters and lovers everywhere.
Yeah.
You can't do a shit about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's internet. It's always been like that since I was 11 years old.
So, yeah, that's the thing.
So
Haters gonna hate. Just
it's been many years and haven't seen like the big difference, but it's a small difference, but it's the same.
mm-hmm.
Everyone will hate. That's it. But I don't care about it.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So do you have where can people follow you, actually? Stay tuned with what you're doing. Like,
Facebook only.
yeah.
I have Twitter, but I don't use it.
You don't use Twitter?
No.
It's good though. Do you stream at all?
Sometimes.
What's your stream?
But it's really hard to stream when I'm working, you know, and coming home
Mm.
that late. I'm just gonna practice directly. I don't have time for it.
So you'd say the Facebook is the best place to find you?
Yeah,
What's your Facebook?
official zAAZ.
Official zAAZ.
Yeah.
All right. And do you have anything you'd like to say out there to the fans?
I just want to say thank you for supporting me and my team. And yeah, that's it.
Cool. Thanks very much for the interview.
Thank
And
you
Good luck at
too.
ESWC next week.
Thanks.